wishing to speak to an item on the agenda?
If I can get up and walk it out, whether thanks, right? We've made it so far. Hey, when I talk so long, my legs wouldn't have fallen asleep. Just kidding, nice guy.
You gotta get back.
I know. Okay, started off this, that's all right. Sam St. Amour, supervisor of God's Country, Friedland Township to some of you. I'm here today representing the Fred Meyer Berry Junction Rail Trail, which is an agenda item that you have, is my understanding, that consideration by this board to giving some okay for the trail to run through the industrial park. It would be tentative based on the DEQ findings, and we would thank you for this consideration. Chris Hall, who's our leader and chairman of our commission, could not be here today. I think it's because the sun's not shining. It's not so good to be the vice chair, is it, John? Sometimes. Anyhow, so we would certainly like your consideration if you can do that. And take a look at it and help us along with our funding, which could run out if we don't react in a timely fashion. That was number one. Number two, and it's only 15 seconds long. Not average. Not good, not very good, not even excellent, but extraordinary has been the performance during her time here of Ms. Hammersley as she directs the day-to-day monies that you folks find and distribute and so forth. And I believe her contract is up for your discussion, and I encourage the board to reward this performance, as even during tough times, you need those individuals who are extraordinary. So based on the numbers that I looked at, a 5.7% salary increase for the next fiscal year is somewhere in the ballpark that you might want to consider for her. I just leave that thought with you because it's not good, it's not average, it's not very good, it's not excellent, but extraordinary. So please, even during these tough times, you need those types of, you especially need those types of individuals and extraordinary. So thanks again, very much thanks.
Thank you.
Try a while back.
Anyone else wishing to address the commission on an agenda item? Not. Didn't get any communications this month through this 2-week period. Committee reports. Commissioner Stolman.
Mr. Chairman, the Community Development and Strategic Planning Committee met on March 15th. It was recommended, and I moved CD/SP 12/03-0203.
Second. Moved by Commissioner Stolman and seconded by Commissioner Collins to accept the Strategic Development and Planning Committee's report of March 15th. Any discussion? None. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Cross.
Yes.
Commissioner Engel.
Yes.
Commissioner Jager.
Yes.
Commissioner Longmire.
Yes.
Commissioner Plummer.
Yes.
Commissioner Skolnick.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Snyder.
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins.
Yes.
Commissioner Collins.
Yes.
Chairman Mahoney.
Yes.
10 yes.
Motion carries.
That completes my report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Stolman. Transportation, Wilkins.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Transportation Committee met on March 15, 2012. It was recommended, and I move TR 120306 through TR 120307, 12 TR 120308.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Wilkins, seconded by Commissioner Longmire to accept the Transportation Committee report of March 15th. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Engel,
Yes.
Commissioner Jager,
Yes.
Commissioner Longmire,
Yes.
Commissioner Plummer,
Yes.
Commissioner Skolnick,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Snyder,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
Commissioner Cross,
Yes.
Chairman Mahoney,
Yes.
10 yes.
Motion carries.
That concludes my report, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Wilkins. Commissioner Collins.
Mr. Chairman, the Ways and Means Committee met on March 20th, 2012. It was recommended I move WM 12/03-29 through -41.
Moved by Commissioner Collins, seconded by Commissioner Cross, to accept the Ways and Means Committee report of March 20th. Discussion. Mr. Jager.
On the Brookhaven one, which is number 41, I would like to say that, you know, we're doing this so fast. The lack of transparency here is quite something. It's $2.5 million, and whether this is good or bad or anything else, we need to know this. And the public, I had 3 people that are accountants read this motion, and they have no idea if we're owing money or where we're going with all this. And they have not got time to study it. I haven't had time to write up questions for this thing, and we could do it today, but we just got this last night. So, and we did go through Ways and Means. But I think that we should make these things transparent. I think Dave Fisher was saying that transparency was a big issue. I think there's a lot of people out there who have questions on this thing. And like I said, I think it's okay, but I don't know. So I would like to make a motion that we redo this item number WM 12/03-35 and move this item back to open Ways and Means Committee for proper examination and an audit, with the audit presented to us on this, to the full board.
Mr. Chairman, I think he's talking about 41.
Yes.
41, oh, did I get the wrong number? Sorry, 41 is one.
41 is one.
Yes.
He made a motion.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to want to restate your motion.
You sure? Let me see here. I wrote it twice.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion to bring this item number WM 12/03-41 back to the Ways and Means to redo, back to an open Ways and Means meeting for proper examination and the audit presented to the County Board of Commissioners.
Second.
Commissioner Longmire, second. Discussion. Commissioner Snyder?
I guess my question is, are you requesting an audit
Well,
of Brookhaven? Or are you requesting an audit of the accounts receivable? I'm not sure what you're...
I'd like, as an overview of exactly why we're doing this. I don't know that I need to see all the bucks, I wouldn't understand if we gave one to me, but we should have exact wording so everybody knows of why we're doing it and the motive behind it, because I don't think this thing shows much motive for the people. And I don't know how to do the audit, I don't know whether that's what they had done or whatever, I have no idea.
Mr. Engel?
There are time constraints why this was done, and if you do not follow those time constraints, there will be results that will have a negative impact on this town.
Mr. Plummer?
That was my question, if I remember buying, there was a time constraint, what was the penalty if we didn't take care of this?
The auditors will be, their goal is to close out the audit tomorrow. And if this action was not taken, we would have a deficit in Brookhaven, and then we would not get an unqualified opinion in our audit. They will present the audit to us once the audit is closed, but because of the process, you have to have everything balanced out and in place before they can close out that audit. And if it isn't, then we don't get an unqualified opinion.
And what would,
That means that we would have to submit a deficit plan to the state, and it also means that that could hurt us not getting an unqualified opinion in regards to ratings and also borrowing in the future.
that's why I would say, thought you said that it would bring the county's borrowing.
Well, no, I mean, there's the
Or
threat
could.
that would jeopardize it.
Yeah, just jeopardizing it scares me.
Right,
Thank
right.
you.
Commissioner Warner?
If it's not approved, will operation of Brookhaven jeopardize?
No, the only thing, if it's not approved, then you will not allow the transfer, the accounting to be done, which will balance. So we will continue to operate out at Brookhaven, but it's an auditing issue that has to be taken care of so that they can close out the audit.
It can conceivably change the rate of interest we pay on any future bonding.
Mr. Snyder?
Well, a qualified audit is not a good thing to begin
Right.
with. We would like to have an unqualified audit suggested. This is a solution to a problem that has been ongoing. And I think that was made rather obvious to us in the report previously. I understand transparency, but I think we had a discussion, and I think the discussion indicates that we've been carrying some accounts receivable that are absolutely worthless as an asset. So we have not been transparent in the past. Now what we're doing is we are converting those to a loan arrangement, which is transparent, and which will be an obligation on the part of Brookhaven back to the general fund. I am not going to vote in favor of the motion. I think we need to make the transfer. I think we need to be transparent. I think we need to clean up our balance sheet and take care of a problem that's been in existence for some time. I would like to see, if when the audit is completed, that we see the prior audit and have a comparison to the existing audit after the transfer is made. And from my own personal standpoint, that would satisfy me.
Anyone else?
I would like to say that this is $2.5 million taxpayer money. It isn't just stuff we tossed out. So, I mean, we should be very careful. I mean, it should have been brought to us a month ago, so we would have had these questions publicly known.
I don't disagree with you, Helen. However, time is of the essence, and I don't think we're tossing it around. There is a loan obligation that's going to be outstanding, running back to us, which is, I would say, one whale of a lot better than where we've been standing previously.
Anyone else?
Yes, Mr. Chair. I think that there should be a clear understanding, but I understand it now. And this is the way that we can get this cleared up, because this has happened in the past to other municipalities. But this method will take care of it. And I think if it's an explanation, since we only have this short time to get it in for the budget approval, then we would accept it and then expect an explanation, a clearer one if there isn't one for you at this time.
Anyone else? Just as a point, I don't believe the auditors brought it to our attention much sooner than a little while ago. It's a problem that needs to be solved. It was a short-term issue that cropped up and brought to us under our attention by the auditors. This will give us an unqualified report to this. As Commissioner Snyder says, it is a loan. It's not giving anyone money. So, right.
And there'd be interest paid on it, I just made that.
Any other discussion? We have Commissioner Jager's motion on the floor.
His motion is an amendment to refer it back to Ways and Means item number 41, so we're voting on the motion to refer it.
Need to vote on Commissioner Jager's motion at this time. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Engel?
No.
Commissioner Jager?
Yes.
Commissioner Longmire?
No.
Commissioner Plummer?
No.
Commissioner Skolnick?
No.
Vice Chairman Snyder?
No.
Commissioner Wilkins?
No.
Commissioner Collins?
No.
Commissioner Cross?
No.
Chairman Mahoney?
No.
9, no, 1 yes.
Okay, motion failed. Now we're back to the original motion, which was the acceptance of the Ways and Means report. We did have a motion in a second on that. Any discussion on the original? Seeing none, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Jager?
Okay, yes, from 29 to 37. No on 38, yes on 39 and 40, no on 41.
Yes on 29 through 37, no on 38, yes on 39 and 40, and no on 41. Thank you. Commissioner Longmire?
Yes on all.
Commissioner Plummer?
Yes.
Commissioner Skolnick?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Snyder?
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins?
Yes.
Commissioner Collins?
Yes.
Commissioner Cross?
Yes.
Commissioner Engel?
Yes.
Chairman Mahoney?
Yes.
That is 10 yes on 29 through 37, 9 yes, 1 no on 38, 10 yes on 39 and 40, 9 yes and 1 no on 41.
Motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, that concludes the report.
Thank you, Commissioner Collins. Under my report, I have a couple of things, or 3 or 4 things. First, I did distribute the compilation of the administrator's evaluation. I think it shows pretty much what Mr. St. Moore has eloquently told us. You have evaluated her and have given her high mark. Any concerns or discussions about the evaluation? Not,
Would you like a motion to approve the contract, or?
well, that's coming up next. She didn't. I'll put that in the report.
Pleasure.
Okay, under B, we have you have the administrator's contract that has been there for review. I think if there's any questions about it, now. Here.
Did the administrator's contract, I don't know if you can answer, did your percentage of the insurance you're gonna pay down with the same amount as all employees?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay, and actually seen that, but I just want it on record. And then did your cut to retirement also get a 1.5% cut like all the employees?
It does not specify that, because it has not been passed yet.
It's not the
So
law.
it's currently at what everybody is at right now.
Well, haven't, I guess in my wages, haven't I already got the cut out of it? The 1.5%? I mean, ain't there a 1.5% just because the county ain't paying now, or that isn't in effect then? I guess maybe.
If I can interrupt, are you talking about the insurance or are you talking about retirement?
The retirement, the 1.5 on the retirement.
Yes, the retirement includes the increased 1.5%.
So you got the same thing as all employees
Yes.
across the board?
And that has been the same since it was passed.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? If not, I can entertain a motion to approve the contract.
So moved.
And moved and seconded to approve the contract for, it's a 3-year for the employees. Any discussion? Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Longmire,
Yes.
Commissioner Plummer,
Yes.
Commissioner Skolnick.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Snyder,
Absolutely.
Commissioner Wilkins.
Yes.
Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
Commissioner Cross.
Yes.
Commissioner Engel,
Yes.
Commissioner Jager,
Yes.
Chairman Mahoney.
As my supervisor, Mr. Sanamore, would say, yes.
10 yes.
Motion carried. Congratulations. We look forward to torturing you for another 3 years.
That's one of the
Under C, April is County Government Month, Healthy Counties, Healthy Families, just for your information. Just as a reminder, I called Mr. Olson this morning. We have scheduled a 1:30 tour of Northern Sheen on April 5th. I will send out a reminder as we go. He looks forward to seeing it. Just a quick show of hands about approximately how many could make that, do you think? About 5? Thank you. I will tell him that. And I think that's all I have at this point. Liaison report. Anyone wishing to report?
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
I want to report on the Federal Emergency Needs Committee. They met on March 16th. And the funds have cut, we were late receiving the Federal Emergency Fund, so they have extended the dates. The new date for the deadline for getting them in will be March 31st. We're also coming, well, we were introduced to a new kids program it's out of Grand Rapids, and they're trying to build a collaboration with the United Way of Lakeshore here. And this is a goal to serve about 500 children a day. And it's in conjunction with MSU Extension, who will be evaluating the program for the students. And the cost is between $20,000 and $30,000, but this, they look to get the funding for this program through the churches or through a foundation. This is how it's been operated in Grand Rapids. And they think that we will be able to fund this in Muskegon County and then get, well identify the schools at a later date. So, and here's a brochure that explains the program.
Thank you.
So I'll be getting that with more information regarding that. And also there is a person of the week that was featured from one of our programs. She's from the Holton Community Center, and she was featured on Fox Channel 17 as the person of the week because she took $1,300 from the emergency funding last year, and now she's done an excellent job up at Holton, and it's getting rave reviews. I thought we had a clip that we could show you today, but it should be coming to Bonnie, and then whenever we get it, we'll share.
Okay, very good. No.
A couple of things. Staff is going to include the agenda for the road commission in all you guys' emails. If you're interested, you know what it is or whatever, pass everything on. And one other thing I'd like to mention, one of our own is in a show that's being on the
Yes.
public channels. And I believe it's, and I could be wrong, I thought it was 28th, somewhere 25th, 28th. Anyway, it's called From the Bottoms Up, and it was shot here in Muskegon. Realstein had a featured portion of it. It explains the migration or the, I don't know what you call it, the changes that occurred in Muskegon when black workers came out from the south, were brought in here by some of the industries, how somehow they were treated and also how they integrated into the area. So it's really something you should think about. taking a look at. Other than that,
Thank you. Just as a quick aside, I assume the Fair Board is getting cranked up for the summer season?
the Fair Board is getting ready for the fair.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else wishing to report? If not, Madam Administrator.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and County Board Commissioners. I present to you for your consideration, authorize the Chairman of Muskegon County Board of Commissioners to act as certifying officer for the County of Muskegon as a responsible entity for the Community Development Block Grant Homeowner Rehabilitation Program.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Angel, seconded by Commissioner Snyder to allow me to be the certifying agent for the Community Block Grant Homeowner Rehab Program. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Those opposed, no. I'm certified. Okay.
Mr. Chair and County Board of Commissioners, I present to you for your consideration to authorize the Chairman of the County Board of Commissioners to sign a public easement for the purpose of extending the Berry Junction Bike Trail through the Muskegon North Industrial Park until rescinded by the Muskegon Board of Commissioners, subject to the approval of the Environmental Protection Agency and the Michigan Department of Environmental Quality.
So moved. Second.
By Commissioner Longmire, seconded by Commissioner Snyder, to authorize myself to sign a public easement for the purpose of the Berry Junction Trail through the North Industrial Park. I wish you guys well with this. I'm hoping that maybe this will push EPA.
My buddy here.
We'll move it a little further down the road much more quickly than if we just waited. It will be a good thing.
I would like to say that this is a good addition to keep moving the trail on down, and this would be good for Dalton's Industrial Park. I think also, I think it would be, it would make the industry maybe want to move out there more. And I don't believe it's costing the county anything either, so I think that would be a very good thing. So, it's much fun.
I would like to see the county adopt a resolution, maybe saying something to the EPA or somebody in DEQ, wherever it's gonna take to get this pushed along a little faster, seeing as how they've been twiddling their thumbs for the last 90 days. Haven't done anything.
Why don't we'll vote on this one first, and then you can suggest a resolution.
You know, I just want to, since this was brought up, I know I was at the ribbon cutting when that trail was opened, I think last year. I just want to call attention to the part that Fred Meyer played in these bike trails all around the state, including this one. If it hadn't been for him, I don't think most of these trails would exist right now. And his name isn't on it. I mean, it's, I think he passed away recently, but I mean, he was a major player in this. So.
Part of the money that they still have is Fred's
It's
money,
Fred's.
so that's what's imperative, that, get this bill.
And myself, the tenacity of the group that hung on when the other funds were in danger and begged, borrowed, and stole as much to get the trail as far as it is, they deserve a bunch of credit as well. With that, any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries. Commissioner Plummer?
I would like to make a motion that we pass a resolution to notify the DEQ and the state that we are in favor of this trail and we're trying to get the connectivity done on it. Not sure exactly how to word it, but
We'll come up with
I'll
something.
second.
we need this bad,
Yes.
so we don't lose the money.
Commissioner Plummer, seconded by Commissioner Cross, to propose a resolution to EPA and MDEQ and the appropriate legislators, I would think, to encourage them to move forward on the application. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you, Commissioner Plummer.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair and County Board Commissioners, I present to you for your consideration to endorse the CMH Board's selection of Julia Rupp as the CMH Director in the employment contract approved by the CMH Board.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Plummer, seconded by Commissioner Engel to endorse the CMH selection of Ms. Julia Rupp as our CMH Director. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries.
That concludes my report, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Madam Administrator. We are now to the point in the meeting for old business. Anyone having old business before this vote? Seeing none, new business. Anyone having new business? Public comment on a new topic. Anyone wishing to comment on a new topic? Not? I would like to, we have a raft of public officials here today. I'm not going to get all of them. I don't know if that's what we call a group of public officials. A raft. Plug it all out.
That's probably a compliment.
We have Ms. Kim Arter from Laketon Township Supervisor, Mr. David Keith, Muskegon Township Supervisor, Mr. Mike Thompson, Eggleston Township Supervisor, Mr. John Steuben, Blue Lake Township Supervisor, Mr. Chuck Woods from North Muskegon City Council, Mr. Terry Sabo from Muskegon County Road Commission. Did I miss anybody? Deb Ackerman from Eggleston Township.
Byron Turnquist from the Muskegon City Commission.
Did you mention Sam again from God?
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. God was giving him a call. I don't know if he needs to hear from me or not. And Sam St. Amor, Rutland Township Supervisor. Chapters from Grand Rapids. And Mr. Ken Holko was back there, but I think he returned.
Byron Turnquist.
With that, he gave us. So moved. Second to adjourn. All those in favor? Yes. Nobody opposed.